All right. So this is a new podcast that we are coming up with that I thought about in the middle of class one day. So in the past, I've always wanted to do the Wikipedia race where you kind of start on a random page. Like, for example, you start on dogs, and using only hyperlinks, you somehow have to make it to, I don't know, the space station, just with hyperlinks. So we're going to kind of do that here today. But we are also going to, if we find something interesting on a page that we end up with, we are going to kind of read about it. So we are on the website wikiroulette.co, and we are just going to go to a random page. Our goal is, being the pilot episode, our goal is to find something related to a pilot, whether it's a plane crash that mentions a pilot's name or a specific pilot that got some medals, who knows. That's just where we want to kind of end up, is a pilot. I'm here with Seth. My name is Ben, and this is Wiki Walkthrough. So we are going to go ahead and just hit next on Wiki Roulette. We started on a Brasstown, North Carolina, but that's not going to be our starting place. So let's see. We got
skeleton.
Yeah, we got
the 2020 Winter Youth Olympics girls. Okay. Oh, the skeleton, like the event. All right.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
Going to be hard.
That's going to be hard. So.
All right. So we're aiming for pilot.
We are aiming for pilot, and we're going to open in a new tab. Seth had the idea to open new tabs to try and get to see how far it took us. So yeah, we're on skeleton 2020.
All right.
Let's go with. You want to do Germany?
I would probably, click on a country.
All right.
Germany might go down a dark hole, though. You got to be careful.
We got to be careful. All right, so we're on
No
Germany.
Nazis.
So we're no longer on Wiki Roulette. We are on Wikipedia now. This is Germany as in...
Germany at the 2020 Winter Youth Olympics.
Yeah.
Wait, I know what to do. Okay, so if you go up there, you could click on actual Germany. Right there, and then that'll open our options there.
So we are now...
So we're on Germany.
Germany. So let's scroll down some. We have a lot of hyperlinks on Germany. There's a lot of chances here.
As a history major, I'm sorry, I won't do that again. There's a lot of stuff going on with Germany, so we could go anywhere with this. History, what do we want to do? History, that might get boring pretty fast.
Yeah.
Martin Luther. Hello.
Where do you see that?
Over the right.
Oh yeah, Martin Luther. We'll do Martin Luther.
He's got a freaking ugly face. Look at that man.
All right, so we're now on Martin Luther.
Can you imagine if we all wore hats like that?
Like a beret?
Yeah. No, not just like a beret. Like the berets, I think, are worn now like over to the side.
This looks like he's wearing like a pancake. It lands on his head and pancakes out.
His head kind of looks like a dick.
We had pancakes for dinner last night, and the one Madeline made.
I love breakfast for dinner.
I do too. They were really thick though, so one of them wasn't fully cooked. So Madeline got 40 lashings. No, just kidding. Okay.
40
we're on
lashes
Martin
with a wet
Luther.
noodle. Birth. So we're aiming for pilot.
Yeah, we're aiming for pilot, trying to make it to something pilot related. But if there's anything that we see that's interesting, we can
stop
talking
about it.
Early academic life.
So I actually talked about Martin Luther in a class once.
Really?
For my history. It was like history of European, I don't know, history. That's not the title of the course. But apparently he was like a monk, but he really liked the ladies.
Oh.
So
a very anti-monk belief.
He was all about changing the aspects of the church he didn't like.
To fit his needs and wants.
Yes.
That's funny. I mean, that's the way to do it, though.
I mean, it worked. He created Protestantism, so,
Diet of worms.
Diet of worms. That's a city.
Oh.
It's not that interesting.
Dang it. I thought he only ate worms.
We might have gone down a bad loop.
Yeah, okay. So we got to get away from Martin Luther.
So, dude, that guy's got a heck of a freaking beard.
Luther disguised as Junker.
Oh, Junker. Yeah. Again, we're in the boring stuff.
Yeah. All right. How do we get away from this?
All right. So, we went down a black hole.
Yeah.
All right. Keep going. I'll see something.
Marriage.
Could we go through? Is there a hyperlink for some kind of generic marriage thing? We could just get out of the history and never go back to this on the show ever again. All right. Celibacy. Yeah, go there.
All right, we're going to celibacy.
All right. Maybe that'll get us more to the present.
Celibacy, clerical celibacy in the Catholic Church is where we are now.
All right, just click on Catholic Church.
All right, Catholic Church.
Up there at the top. Yeah.
It's a bold move, Catholic Church.
All right. We went from Nazis to pedophiles.
Okay, Catholic Church. Let's see.
All right. All right, so let's.
Middle East.
Uh-oh. Are we hitting? I think we're going from one controversy without touching
Yeah.
on it to the next.
Very true.
Let's do it.
All right, Middle East. We're going to Middle East. So we are
Right.
now on Middle East.
The transcontinental region. Man, now history, geography. Let's see. Man, things that make you want to say, Economy. Click on economy.
Okay.
Right
economy.
there.
That's just going to take us down to
Yeah,
economy
but
on
if we
the
get on
page for Middle East.
economy, maybe we could get towards pilots.
Very true. We could see possibly something about airlines.
Airlines.
Okay, so we're now economy of the Middle East. We're still on the Middle East page. Let's see. There's not very many hyperlinks in here. We got World Bank.
Let's do the World Bank.
All right, we're
Let's
going
just
to
get
World
out
Bank.
of here. Get to something interesting.
We got the World Bank now.
I just want to say that we definitely had a kind of much cooler topic for our test. Well, obviously, we can't go back to it now, but just for anyone listening, there was possum dropping.
Yes.
On a day, they dropped possums.
For New Year's Eve, it was this town in North Carolina. I think it was Brasstown. And for New Year's Eve, instead of like a ball drop or something, they would drop possums. They would lower possums from this like convenience store in this middle of nowhere town, North Carolina. If you're from Brasstown,
We're sorry.
yeah,
But we're not.
yeah.
You guys have some wacky traditions.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you're just a possum? You're like walking
yeah.
down your little possum street in
Doing
your possum house.
Doing possum things, and
some
then
people from Brasstown just are like, you're like, oh, it's the Brasstown people. They're coming.
they're
They
coming. It must be New Year's again.
They just pick you up, your little possum sister, and drop you. And then,
You're just trying to do your possum things, have a good end of the year, and you're getting dropped off a building.
but can you imagine though, like, did they drop them off a building or was it just
They
dropping?
would lower them. Yeah.
Okay. Can you imagine you're being lowered down a building, and then you touch the ground, and all these big humans just going, yeah,
And they're shooting off fireworks too.
and then you're just sitting there. That would be shocking.
That would be very shocking. Like you're a possum, and then all these loud, bright explosions going on. You're being lowered from the roof of a convenience store. Probably not a very good convenience store at that too, if that's how they have to celebrate by dropping a
God.
possum.
All right, now back to the World Bank.
Yeah. Okay, we're on World Bank. We're trying to get to. See, there's not really anything interesting to talk about on the World Bank either,
No.
from what I'm seeing.
No, there's not.
We got President Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, click on the Peanut Man. See
Jimmy
where the
Carter.
Peanut Man takes us.
All right, so we are.
Oh,
On,
Air Force One. Oh, that might be too easy.
that might be too easy. We got United States Navy.
I don't
Naval
know.
Academy.
Let's learn a little more about
All right.
Mr. Carter.
We got Mr. Carter. So we got some options here. We got his early life, naval career. I think
Abortion.
We could. Let's go to abortion on Jimmy
Death.
Carter.
Oh.
So this is Jimmy Carter's view on abortion.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Or death
These,
penalty.
these are just his views.
Gun control. We got political real fast.
Yeah. We'll steer away from that. After avoiding the Nazis in the Middle East.
We'll avoid the politics as well. That's a good call.
Damn, there's a lot on
Ooh.
Jimmy Carter. I mean, I guess it's the president, so that makes sense. But
Yeah.
let's see.
He's an old guy. He's still alive.
He is, and he does good things. Like he helps build houses.
Yeah.
A lot. He's always bruised up though, because he
Builds
injures-
houses.
injures
He's
himself.
old.
He is
Old people get hurt building houses.
How old is he right now? Let's see. He is. Where is his age?
I think the more we do this, the better we'll be at actually navigating Wikipedia.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, 95.
He is 95 years old, and that man is still helping build houses.
1924.
That's crazy.
Old people.
He was a president from 1971 to 1975. He's the 76th president.
You think an old person will ever listen to this podcast?
Oh, just kidding. He was the 39th president. He was from 1977 to 1981. That was when he was a governor of Georgia. I don't know. An old person might. My grandma might. Hi, Grandma. Where do we want to go from here? I think Navy is our best.
All right, do it.
Best bet. So do we want to go, where was it?
It's gone.
Do we want to go United States Navy or Naval Academy?
Let's go to submarines.
Oh, submarines. Okay.
Let's see what's going on
You
here.
could pilot a submarine.
All right. Oh, let's go to history of submarines. I want to see the wacky pictures of the first subs.
Okay, cool.
It's interesting.
So we're going to history of submarines. So
When was the first submarine? 1899. Relatively not that old.
Not that old. Did you see recently? I saw this on Reddit. Drug cartels smuggling cocaine with homemade submarines.
I
Pretty
didn't
nuts.
know that, but I knew that in the freaking 80s. I think that it's not on Narcos. I haven't watched Narcos, so I can't talk about that. But
I haven't watched it either.
uh,
I've heard it's good though.
during the drug war, when Reagan was president, they would like the drug cartels had like legit submarines, and they were like 4-person subs that the Coast Guard was trying to catch, and they would like land the subs full of drugs on the coast and
Jeez.
like smuggle them in. I'm like,
Oh, I saw
Wow.
this GIF on Reddit of the Coast Guard jumping on top of one, knocking on the hatch.
oh, and someone opened it?
Yeah, someone opened it. I was like, why would you open that? You're in the middle of the ocean in a submarine and someone's knocking on it and you're going to open it. That's nuts.
I would just dive.
Yeah, for real. Well, I think a lot of the drug ones aren't very sophisticated enough to be able to dive. I think they just kind of, most of it's underwater and they just have the,
Oh, that's not very
what's
good.
it called? We could probably find out what it's called in here, but the mast or the part that actually sticks above. Okay, so we're in history of submarines.
Oh, so the Greeks built submarines. That looks stupid.
Yeah,
It's just an upside-down boat with oars.
It really is. We got 18th and 19th century mechanical power. 20th century submarines, that's really where they start to take off.
Oh, that's cool.
World War One. All right. We're back to
Oh man,
The
we're in World War
Germans.
One.
Yes.
I'm gonna derail us. I think that's gonna be my goal of this podcast. Is you're gonna try and get us where we're going, and I'm gonna try and like throw us off. That's kind of cool. Oh man,
German U-boats.
I want to really get us. Have you seen the camouflaged boats in World War One? Like the
No.
way all right. So obviously that's a German submarine.
Yeah.
So in World War One, get this. All right. So here, first click on Battle of the Atlantic. Maybe that'll get us closer.
Where do you see that?
Right there.
Oh, yeah, got it. All right. Going to Battle of the... Oh, new window. That's fine.
That works. All right. So, all right. See if you see anything called about camouflage while I just talk. All right.
We
So.
can kind of cheat and do a
Oh yeah.
search the page. Yep, camouflage. All
All
right. The focus on U-boat success, the...
Can we cheat and open a Google and just search something while we're talking about it and not
yeah, that's
change?
kind of the part about this is diving down the rabbit hole or something. So
All right,
go
so
for it.
Google. Oh, here I got this. All right, so in World War One, they had a lot of wacky ideas, and obviously it was like one of the first truly modern wars.
Mhm.
I'm about to Google. That's
you
the
are.
most rookie mistake in the world. So I'm gonna go World War One ship camouflage. All right, so check
If it
this
takes
out.
you to a Wikipedia, that's even better. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So what they decided to do is that these German U-boats, the submarines, were not good at sighting people from a distance.
Ah,
So they decided they were going to paint their ships wacky ideas so they could see the ships, but they had no idea how far away they
yeah,
were.
because it's like a checkered flag, but it's giving you. It's almost like those optical illusions that you see that make you like when you stare at them, it makes your eyes hurt after a
Yeah.
while, and you see the same thing.
I don't know what that says. It's
So
too far.
instead of it being a flat plane, it gives you a crazy pattern to where it's really hard to gauge distance.
And the wild part about it is you never like whenever you hear about wars and stuff, you don't think about like what artists are doing. You're like, oh, no, whatever. The militaries of the world employed all their artists to go and paint their boats. So apparently all these people, they got like really creative with it.
Yeah,
And so
some of them look sweet.
like, can you imagine you're just
Like you would
sailing on
see,
the ocean, you just see a boat that looks like that?
you would see cars today wrapped like this.
Yeah. Oh, you should wrap your car like this.
That would be pretty cool.
That would
People would be
wild.
like, "What? Where'd you get the inspiration for this?" Oh, World War One battleships.
And then they would be very confused, and then
We could link them to this podcast.
that would go downhill. All right.
All right,
We're
so
back to the Battle of the Atlantic.
Battle of the Atlantic.
Now we get back to planes. Well, I guess we're in World War One.
Yeah. Well, we were in World War One, but we went to Battle of Atlantic for the side. So, do we want to stick with Battle of
Oh, we're
the
here.
Atlantic,
We're here.
or-
We can't
okay,
go
yeah,
back.
Got it. True. All right. So,
All right.
there's got to be something about planes in this.
I should not make any weird noises. That's probably not gonna play well in the ears.
Norway,
Norway.
Canada, United States.
I know Norway doesn't have IKEA. It's Sweden, but I'm really thinking about IKEA now.
I've never been to an IKEA.
What?
I want to. I just never been. I shouldn't play with the mic stand.
You would like an IKEA.
I think I would.
It's wild. Like, I went to an IKEA first a few years ago. I'm sorry for anyone who's been to IKEA and is judging me now. But it's not set up like an American store. Like,
how's it set up?
it's like a maze. You have to explore the whole store.
You got it to find what you want
Yeah,
or to get out.
It's not like a Kroger. Like, an employee wouldn't be like aisle 19. It'd be like, just keep walking.
Just keep walking.
And you'll eventually find the bedroom section. It's weird.
That's funny.
Sorry.
Is that a plane? Or is that another boat?
That's a
What are we doing?
Brazilian Navy.
All right, I turned the brightness up on the Mac.
Oh, man, that really helped.
We can see a lot better.
Wow.
We're plugged in. We should have done that. That's a plane.
That is a plane.
All right.
All right, the Brazilian Air Force. All right,
Brazilian Air Force. Now we're getting close.
We're getting somewhere. We got to get to a pilot still, so.
I guess we can get rid of this now.
Yeah.
All right, so we are on the Brazilian Air Force.
The Portuguese. Oh, look at that. When was the Brazilian Air Force founded? 1941. I think that's before the U.S. Air Force.
January 20th, 1941. We can look it up when the U.S. Air Force was founded. Oh, I can't type. Ah.
That's not right. That is. Well, all these dates are just popping up and confusing me.
Okay. We Googled
47.
1947, and Brazilian was 1941.
They're
so
ahead of the game, I guess.
Brazil beat us to an Air Force. All right, back to Brazilian Air Force. Now we've got some options in history. We got some, looks like Brazil-specific wars, and then more, the establishment. Let's go to establishment. Okay. So this was the establishment of the United Kingdom's Royal Air Force in 1918. Damn. So we were way late. And the creation of the Italian Air Force and the French Air Force during the 1920s drove the idea uniting Brazilian air power under the same organization.
That's really interesting. I mean, it's probably really boring for anyone but me to think about, but I like history stuff, as I've said. And one of the things that like happens in a lot of these like organizations is how to divide that labor.
Yeah.
Like obviously the U.S. thought for a while that the Air Force would be part of the Army, but a lot of these other people were like early to the game of like, let's just have a separate group.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
It is cool. Okay, so let's see. Reading through Brazilian Air Force. So now, under establishment, we have World War II.
Oh, that's that picture we saw earlier that you were like, is that a plane?
Yep.
It is.
Okay, this is what
or
got
that's
us
not
here.
at all the picture.
No, it's the picture.
It is?
We can go back to it. The same picture.
Oh, it is.
Okay, it's slightly bigger on the Brazilian Air Force page. From the mid-1942.
They sank one submarine in a year. Good job. They're doing stuff.
They are doing stuff. That's more submarines than I've ever sank, to be honest.
We got to go find those homemade drug cartel subs, and we'll take care of them.
Just got to join the Coast Guard or the DEA.
I could see you wearing like a captain's hat, like the one Cam had.
Yeah, Cam bought that in Venice.
I could see you wearing that with that beard you got. Ben's got a really long beard with a captain's hat, driving around in a car, your car. Really loud exhaust.
I wanted to buy one too, but I was like, Cam bought it. I don't want to copy Cam.
That makes sense. I wouldn't buy one either. Okay. Also, I wouldn't look good.
Oh, here we go. Oh, we got pilots. We have the first mention of pilots.
All right, so we're on a track.
The group. Oh, our timer computer went to sleep. The group had 350 men, including 43 pilots. The group was divided into 4 flights: red A, yellow B, blue C, and green D. The of the group of some officers were not attached to any specific flight. Unlike the BEF's Army component, the 1 degree GAVCA had personnel who were experienced Brazilian Air Force pilots. So we've seen pilots mentioned twice now. There's no links off of them, though.
I think I know where we need to end up. We've got 10 minutes left.
We have 10 minutes.
I think we should try and end with the Bermuda Triangle pilots.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a good...
All right, so I know where to go. What is the... Yeah, USA Air Force. All right, so we'll go to them. All right, so now there's got to be a page for, like, incidents or something, right?
Probably. We got creation. Okay, these are our broad tabs. Creation, expansion, organization, and equipment. Role in World War II, culture, lineage of the United States Air Force, and that's kind of, it breaks off from there. So we got to look for somewhere in there.
All right. Things that make you want to say.
Got combat units, aircraft.
Just go to World War II. Role in World War II. Because I know it was in that time. Do you believe in the Bermuda Triangle? Is it a thing? Is it coming for you at night?
I wouldn't say that. I know that it is a very crazy place where crazy things unfortunately happen to probably crazy people.
Now you're just calling out people.
Yeah, I'd go to the Bermuda Triangle though. Let's see. I mean, I've always said that I want to go to North Korea as well.
I would never go.
Nah, I want to go to North Korea.
I heard a story. My mom went on a tour of the DMZ.
Oh, yeah?
And she said she fell asleep on the tour bus and woke up. And I don't know how true this is, but she swears that she saw a North Korean sitting in a bush with a gun pointed at her.
Oh, no.
Like they were at a bridge to go over the border, and I can't imagine just waking up.
Yeah.
There's a guy in a bush looking at you, and you're like,
I don't even know what I would do here.
I would probably just go back to sleep. I mean,
it was a dream.
You're like, oh, I just imagined that.
Just brush it off as a dream. I do have some crazy vivid dreams that are wild, so I probably wouldn't believe it happened. I have dreams all the time where I'm like, did that actually happen, or was I dreaming? Like I ask people that were in the dream, did we do this? No. Yes.
That's wild.
All the time. And a lot of them are work related. I think I've worked at Kroger too long and I'm getting stressed.
You dreamed we went on a ski trip.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so we are on the U.S. Air Force.
You don't want killed in action. That's sad.
We have a little bit over 7 minutes.
All right, we're getting close. We're on pilots, or we're at least on.
We saw our mention of pilots. Okay, we got. Oh, that was the U.S. Air Force again.
There's a dude who got a Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
Do we want to go to him? Richard Bong. He looks very serious for that name.
Richard Ira Bong. He does look very serious.
Fighter pilot, top flying ace. 40 airplanes. He shot down 40 airplanes?
Jeez.
No wonder he looks so serious.
Yeah, wow.
I would be pretty, yeah. Grommet. All right, sorry. I'm going to keep going. All right, this is not what we want.
We are now on the badges of specific planes.
That's a cool badge. Again, has no relevance to anything.
So while we're digging through this, we are also screen recording our Wikipedia searches. So depending on how this is released, if you're just listening to the audio version, we will have the video with our screen recordings on there as well.
That's a lot of notes.
That is a lot of notes.
Yeah, just so you know, if anyone's listening to the audio version and wondering what we're doing, we're just scrolling through Wikipedia. So, yeah, it's not riveting, but it is a little more interesting, I would say. Where are you going to put this? Have you thought about that?
I'm going to do probably Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts, and then we'll probably have a YouTube as well. And then I'll probably make a page.
I think it was the Thunderbolt.
P-47 Thunderbolt is where we are at right now, fighter plane. I'll probably make a page on my website as a temporary, and if this actually, hopefully, gets going, I'll get a domain for it for itself.
So I clicked on popular culture. All right.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because we're getting close. The fighter squadron, no. What if I'm just wrong? Maybe it's not this one.
The A-10 Thunderbolt, that is one of my favorite planes.
My dad flew that plane.
That is awesome.
I have a bullet from this plane.
They're
have
huge.
You seen it?
I have not seen it,
it's
but
like,
I know they're huge.
It's like the size of my forearm.
That's
and that thing shoots like, well, I don't know how fast it is. I'm not going to quote while I'm on the Wikipedia page. But I think it's like 1,000 a second. No, that's not right.
I know they do very short bursts because like a 3-second burst can destroy a house.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's 30 millimeter, right? 30 millimeter cannon,
yeah.
I believe.
And it's a giant Gatling gun. They built the whole plane around
the
it.
gun, yeah.
It's wild.
It was supposed to be retired a long time ago, but the plane is so amazing, they're like, no.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 4 minutes, 48 seconds on our initial time.
No, we're not going to get there. We're not going to do it. I don't think we're going to get to what we were thinking about. Where do you want to end it? This is your show, Benjamin.
Well, we have our initial goal was pilots, and we saw mentions of pilots. We haven't seen any. Oh, we have seen specifically named pilots.
Yeah.
I don't know that we can get back to him though.
Richard Bong.
Richard Bong. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a specific pilot from the A-10 Thunder.
Oh, dear Lord.
I was looking for just a picture of a pilot.
This is weird. Odds are possible you could end on my dad.
That would be crazy.
That would be weird.
Does your dad have a Wikipedia page?
I don't think my dad has a Wikipedia page.
All right, let's go 74th Fighter Squadron. We're going to go there, see if we can get a pilot off of that.
Oh, I forgot we're opening a new link, so I think I lost one.
Yeah, you did lose,
I apologize.
but it's all right.
China.
We have assignments, aircraft. This wasn't as big as I was expecting it to be. We might have to move on somewhere else. Ooh. We just want to get a specific single pilot at this point.
Yes. Click on First American Volunteer Group.
First American Volunteer Group.
So I know for a fact
Flying
that's the
Tigers.
Flying Tigers.
Yep. All right, we do have pilots.
There's a pilot.
Where?
Claire.
Claire? All right.
Claire Lee Chestnut. Ooh, look at that man.
We are going to Claire Lee Chestnut.
That man
All right.
is serious.
Claire Lee Chestnut, September 6th, 1983 through July 27th, 1958. So that was, I'm not doing the math, 64. He was 64. Was an American military aviator best known for his leadership of the Flying Tigers and the Republic of China Air Force in World War II. I think we were saying his name wrong.
How are we saying? Whoa.
I don't know. I think we said Chestnut, and it's definitely not Chestnut.
Oh, it's not Chestnut.
It's
Sorry,
Chenault?
I'm a little hungry right now, and I'm thinking about Joey Chestnut.
Eating all those hot dogs.
Oh, they just came out. This is totally unrelated. I'm sidetracking. They just came out and said a scientist did a study saying that a human could not possibly eat more than 84 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Jesus, that's a lot.
That is a lot of hot dogs.
Did he do it?
I don't know. I think Joey Chestnut's got to come back at him.
I think he should. Okay, so it's Claire Lee Chenault.
Chenault.
I believe is how it's pronounced. Chenault was a fierce advocate of pursuit of fighter interceptor aircraft during the 1930s.
Look at his nickname. Old Leatherface.
So we're now going to only refer to him by his nickname, Old Leatherface.
He looks pretty serious.
He does look very serious.
Old Leatherface.
Let's see. What do we want to learn about this man more? We've got a minute 50 seconds before we should wrap it up. So his military career, Old Leatherface attended Louisiana State University between 1909 and 1910 and underwent ROTC training. He and his wife Nell moved to the West Carroll Parish, where he served as a principal of Kilbourne School. I don't know that Kill is a good... Having Kill in the name of a school, I don't think it's very good.
Old Leatherface, Joey, not Joey Chestnut. Mr. Chenault is he's turning into a real serial killer over here.
Oh, he was born in Commerce, Texas, and his house and his birthplace home has a historical marker in front of it. Apparently, that's pretty cool. We could go visit that.
I wonder if someone lives there. It's not related. They're like, we
Where-
really don't like
We're
this.
gonna see where Commerce, Texas is. Oh, that's actually really close.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like north of here.
Yeah.
We're in Denton recording this right now, Denton, Texas. That makes sense. Texas A&M University Commerce is right up there. All right. Oh, well, we're going back to Old Leatherface. We got 48 seconds to find the most interesting thing.
He planned to bomb Japan. Oh, that would make sense because he's in China. It's right there.
Tigers.
He was in a...
We'll wrap up with his death.
Oh.
Well, wait. Go ahead and say what you were going to say, and then we'll wrap up with his death.
He was in an aerobatic flying team up there. I saw it, and they called the Three Musketeers. Old Leatherface and the Three Musketeers.
Where'd you see that?
It was keep going, right there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
In the 1930s. That's like the time of when you have all those people standing on the wings of your plane.
Yeah, the wing walkers. At the Alliance Air Show, they've had wing walkers in the past.
That's cool.
Real cool.
That's really cool.
And she didn't have a parachute either. Real crazy. Okay, so our time has run out for our goal. So we'll just go back we'll wrap up with poor Mr. Chenault's.
His demise.
Yeah, he was diagnosed with
Cancer.
with cancer in his left lung in 1957.
Oh, he still wasn't his old leathery face.
Yeah, that's true. The doctor at Walter Reed Army Memorial Hospital. Wait a minute. Hold on.
What? What are you thinking about? What?
Nope, never mind. Not where I thought that was. There's an old Army hospital that used to be in Mineral Wells that is abandoned, and we've explored it. Maybe we'll try and get there one day. But
that'd be cool.
It is super cool. That's one of my favorite abandoned places in my hood rat days that I've gone to that my parents very much did not appreciate.
God.
But the Walter Reed Memorial Hospital said the cancer was years of smoking cigarettes. And that it would kill him in 6 months. Wow. And unfortunately, that is what got him.
But that's cool, though. Like, he's like, I'm going out. And I guess this is really before treatment was prevalent. And he's like, I'm going to go to Europe.
Yeah. He and his wife took the opportunity to tour Europe one last time. And they landed in Taiwan in January 1958 to celebrate the 10th anniversary of CAT. Don't know what that stands for, and there's no hyperlink, unfortunately.
Oh, I think it's I don't know. I have no idea.
But Chenault was very weak, unable to cut the cake, and he and Anna flew back to the States. He was promoted to Lieutenant General in the United States Air Force in July 18th, 1958, 9 days before his death on July 27th at the Ochsner Foundation Hospital in New Orleans.
And that's the end of Old Leatherface.
Yep, that is the end of Old Leatherface.
That's a really morbid end to our first episode.
Yeah, it really is. But that is kind of a good, view of how off the rails and crazy these episodes can be, since we're just diving through hyperlinks in Wikipedia. Who knows where we're going to end up?
I don't even remember. Where did we start?
What
was the first?
That's a fantastic question. Let me get out of full screen.
Oh, yeah, because now we're on another window, too.
Yeah, I accidentally opened a new window. We started on... we started on the skeleton at the 2020 Winter
I guess
Youth
you could
Olympics.
say we went full circle, because we started on skeleton and we ended with a skeleton.
Yep.
It's just a little leathery at the end.
This must have already happened. I was going to say this will be interesting but it happened on January 19th.
Oh, what? Were you going to say if we predicted the winner?
No, I was going to say if the 2020 Olympics were in December of this year because of coronavirus, COVID-19, who knows if they would have actually taken place. But they did already take place in January of 2020. So we went from 2020 skeleton Youth Winter Olympics, the girls specifically,
through Germany,
to Germany Youth Winter Olympics, to
actual Germany,
to Martin Luther,
and I'm sorry,
to clerical celibacy at the Catholic Church, to Catholic Church, to the Middle East, to the World Bank, to submarines, just submarines. Let's see. Then we went to Battle of the Atlantic, Brazilian Air Force, Fairchild.
Oh, I think we actually hit up on the P-47 for a second there.
Yeah, we were on the P-47.
I just was fat fingering through, not following the format.
We went from Brazilian Air Force to P-47. No, we went to the U.S. Air Force to P-47, then to the A-10 Thunderbolt, then the 74th Fighter Squadron, Flying Tigers.
Not Joey Chestnut.
Not Joey Chestnut. We went to Claire Lee Chenault, and that is where we ended. If you guys liked this, we're going to try and, this is the pilot, but we're going to try and keep recording. We don't have a schedule yet, but these will hopefully be released on all the various podcast platforms, and we will have some social media set up. So far, you probably have figured out about these by us just telling you and you knowing us. But yeah, maybe I will add in an edit. And that is exactly what I did. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Wiki Walk Thru. We will post updates to the show, kind of some screenshots maybe of some of the things that we talked about. And also on YouTube at Wiki Walk Thru if you would like to see the video version where you can see the exact path that we took diving through those Wikipedia pages. If you like the episode, be sure to come back next week for another one. We will have new episodes every Wednesday, as well as give us a rating. Give us 5 stars, 10 stars, whatever the highest rating on the platform that you're listening on is. And yeah, thanks for listening, and back to the end of the show.
I was also going to say, what we could do is have people submit where we want to end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a good idea too.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
That'd be really cool too. And
Or a starting place and then an ending place. Or I like the idea of using Wiki Roulette.
I think if we roulette and then try and end somewhere, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
I like the sound
agree.
of that.
I agree. And being able to dive deeper into some of the stuff is really cool too.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, cool. Well, this was fun.
Are you gonna wrap it up? Here, if you give us like an outro, I'll sing us out.
Okay, yeah, sing us out. This has been Wiki Walkthrough. I'm Ben.
And I'm Seth. Blah la 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 la.
Well, sweet. That was fun.